Hello everybody, my name is Anthony, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4 in the 1.2 Sunflower Patch. Not really too sure why it's called the Sunflower Patch, but because of the new update that came out, the zombie campaign can't really continue on because the save game and the mod hasn't been updated, so it doesn't really work. I tried launching it, it just kind of crashed the game every single time. But I did see in the new patch that they did release new countries, and one of the countries I actually wanted to play as before that just didn't exist within the game was Indonesia. I think when I was wanting to play as India, I actually was originally going to play as Indonesia, but they just weren't in the game at all, so it wasn't really an option I had. But now, we're here. We can actually play as them. And I believe we're going to go fascist. I think that's the way we're going to probably, carry this game on. But we could also go communist. Would going communist or fascist be more interesting? I mean, with fascist, we'll be kind of allies with Japan. We can kind of split Asia between us. But on the other hand, if we go join the Soviet Union, we can also do, kind of take over part of Japan. I don't know. I think we're gonna go fascist. So, right now we're 10. Oh, well, we already are pretty communist. We do start off as democratic because we were released from the Netherlands and they start off as a democratic nation, so that makes sense. But yeah, I think we're probably going to go communist. Mostly because they're pretty much already there. I don't have any of the national focus trees on because none of those I think are working right now with the new patch and other have been updated. So everyone's just going to be vanilla other than the countries that, normally don't start off with vanilla ones. So let's see, Indonesia, we got 7% unity, 167,000 manpower, I'm assuming that is with volunteer only, yeah. I mean, Indonesia is a big country. Only 60 million people? Really? I feel like there's supposed to be more people in Indonesia than 60 million. But maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know, how many people in Indonesia now? I feel like 150 million, so maybe it does actually make a lot of sense. There are a lot of troops right now within our country, but those are all Dutch, so I think they're going to go back to the Netherlands at some point in the future. But right now, I think we have no divisions, right? We just start off with nobody, because we're not a nation that just kind of begins at the beginning of the game. So, we have 2 infantry divisions. Did I set the... Oh, I didn't. I don't have that one mod on, which basically gets rid of these points. Well, that sucks. We're going to have to do that in the future, but let's see. So, we have just these 2, and these are just small infantry. So, yeah, I mean, next episode, I'll turn on the no points needed. But, yeah. Also, the color buttons. There's a few things, apparently, I just kind of forgot. So let us get... let's go, like, 6 troops. Yeah, 6 troops in the main city. Is this actually not even... No, it's a core state. I don't know why you can't build guys over there. Missing production. Do we have no factories, either? We have no factory. 2 civilian factories. Oh, Indonesia does not start off in a good place. We can't even make guns. Which is, I would go and say, kind of an issue. We'll have 1 factory. Oh dear. So make 1 military factory, and then other than that, we'll just kind of get some civilian factories going. Well then, that is pretty bad. We actually have a dockyard. We have 1 dockyard. We have no convoys, so I guess we're just going to make convoys. What do we have? I know we should have a lot of oil and rubber and stuff, because we're in Indonesia. Yeah, rubber we have a ton of. Oil we have a little bit. We're exporting most of our oil, actually. And we need a little bit of steel, so I guess we'll get that from the United States. But we can't afford to trade away our 1 factory. We have 1 factory. That's really, really bad, isn't it? We need faster construction speed. That's not even questions. We need faster construction speed. We're going to need... Do we need resource gain efficiency? I don't even think we will, so... Let's get all the basic techs. Just ignore that for now. How is it even possible? Get rid of all this. Okay, well, the number's updated. It's not the exact same. Oh, I already deleted the 2-stack ones, so yeah, I guess we'll just have them here. That's really bad. How do you have no military factories? There's just none. That's kind of amazing in a weird way. Yeah, we're getting political efforts though. But knowing that we have no factories, we really should have done armament effort. So we'll do this one first, because we've already started it. I thought we would have at least started with a factory. We have 4 right now. Yeah, 3 civilian. We have 3 civilian? I thought we only had 2. Owned 2 from trade 1. Oh, so we're getting a factory from trading. Okay, but I mean, it looks like look how much rubber we're exporting. I thought we would have gotten at least some factories out of that. But do we not get... I know that we trade factories away to import goods, but do the other nations not actually receive the factories? I thought they did, but, you know, clearly they don't. Otherwise, we would have a ton of factories right now. We're getting 7 convoys a year. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Destruction is very... When is this expected to be done? 28th of March. Almost over a year from now is when that's expected to finish. And that's kind of amazing. Yes, so yeah, we're going to definitely the industrial effort. That's not even a question. We're going to need all of this stuff. Nuclear effort, research slots. Research slots don't really matter as much. Especially since I think you need like 50 factories. Well, you need 50 factories to get the 5th slot. But yeah, that's pretty bad. So what is our ambitions basically? Unlike when we were trying to place India, we should be able to have like the coup, so that'll make that pretty easy. Philippines are owned by the United States. Australia is part of the Allies, so they're basically out of the question. So really, it has to be Siam. 1 military factory, even then they're not very strong. Maybe we attack southern China and attack this clique. 6 to 11, 2 military factories. Because other than that, there's nowhere we can really go for. Unless we try to go, like, all the way to, like, Saudi Arabia. Or, you know, let's go somewhere completely out there. But I don't know if you really could do that. I think we would have to go to Siam. But being, you know, an island nation. I mean, we're actually, like, several islands. But we're basically going to have to try to learn how to actually do the whole Navy game. And I've never really even looked into it, honestly. I've never really paid attention to anything about the navies. Okay, well, let's get this. We can't even select collectivists because we are not... because we're democratic right now. But yeah, let's get the communist revolutionary. He has nobody. That is bad. There's nobody even... Oh, there's not even anybody listed here? Well... That's going to make this... Indonesia is going to be a little bit of a challenging nation to play. Even, like... Luxembourg has people they can hire for, you know, like, infantry attack and stuff. Having nobody at all... No theorist. There's nobody here. That's... Why would you... Paradox. Why would you add countries into the game that you just can't really even play? Like, it doesn't make... Like, why have nobody possibly listed here? I don't get it. Well, we just got the research time, which I guess is fine. Get even more research time. Is there even a reason to get, like, rifles or anything right now? It doesn't seem like it'd really help us out. We should be actually getting some communism. And we're 31%. Because we're already, like, so close, becoming communist, we should be actually able to get that done for 37, I believe. It shouldn't be too hard. And maybe we'll just petition straight away to join the Comintern. Because I think that... I mean, we want protection. And I think we would need to join the Comintern in order to secure that protection. And also, if we want to invade anybody, we can also, you know, add the backing of the Soviet Union. Hopefully. Iran could be a choice. They're going with Liberty? Oh, they could actually join the Allies. Iraq. That's part of the United Kingdom, so that's probably not a great idea. But we have so much manpower. It's just that we don't have the the factories to do anything. We've almost got industrial effort. We'll go probably straight into construction effort. I think that's probably better than armament. Or is it better? Would it be better to get one military factory? I mean, when is this one done? Yeah, like March 28th. Like, it's really, really bad. Let's at least get started on making a rifle, because right now we're making none. And I believe that is production efficiency cap. I mean, that's alright. But I feel like saving a 50% bonus for this tech right here is probably going to be better for us. So, support equipment. Boats. At least we already have some stuff from 36. Carrier submarines. We already have the transport ships, which is nice. These all locked in 1940. Battle cruisers, battleships. Like, I don't really know what's a good ship. Artillery. I mean, artillery sounds like that would be useful, so you probably want to get that going. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting challenge. 32. I can imagine very, very soon the event. I think the event has a minimum base chance to fire 40, but I'm not 100% too sure. They need 900 infantry equipment. I mean, we have the manpower. The manpower is completely fine. And then who else do we have? Mobile divisions. We have cavalry units, but cavalry units aren't going to help us at all. Okay, so yeah, that's halfway done. Portugal does have some territory over here. In East Timor. Okay, so there's Ethiopia been annexed, New Zealand and Australia over here. A coup could be executed. Yeah, we're not going to do civil war. Mostly because I think that'll just be two sides of a war where nobody gets support. So it'd be a little bit odd. Okay, so we can do some stuff. Not, like, political advisors are meaningless at this point. Like, they don't do anything for us. We can't do anything here till we're communists. We can't do anything here till we're communists. We can go up to limited conscription, but that doesn't matter because we don't have the troops to do anything with those. So let's just get research time going down. Because really, other than research and getting those other things to max level, political points are kind of useless. The only thing we can really use the points for is to try to get other nations to have revolutions. You know, stage a coup in the United States, stage a coup in maybe like Brazil or something, and just try to expand the Comintern that way. Because we're going to have so many points that we just won't have anything to do with them. Like, the Soviets don't like us, but they'll like us soon enough. Like, let's see, who's like a country, like, France has decent support of communism, 30%. Who else is decently communist? Austria's not. Bulgaria, Yugoslavia. But I think the more they like... I say, just by doing boost party popularity, does that also get them to possibly have a coup of their own? I imagine so. I don't think they need to have the reformer there for that event to fire. So yeah, we're just basically going to have to try to influence like 500 countries at the same time at some point. Because once all these are filled up, and these three are to the max, we're done. Like, there's nothing else to do. And has France already joined the Allies? That was fast. Are they at war with Germany already? They're not. I don't think I've ever seen them join the Allies that quickly. But there we go. So we got at least one weapon. We're making 3 a month. Because we have absolutely no steel, so it's going to be extremely, extremely slow. So maybe at this point it actually is going to be worth importing some steel from, I guess the Soviet Union would make sense. Like, that's who we would be trading with. But we don't have any convoys. We have 4 convoys. But at least that means they actually have steel. So these will actually be finished, yeah, much, much faster this way. 1 rifle a day. Ooh. Very, very slowly. But we'll eventually have a troop. And that'll be good. You know, having soldiers is generally good for a war. And these were all 150 points? Yeah. It's just so we're just such a like backwards little nation. We basically nothing. We start off with a shipyard. Like, what's that going to do for us? Boost party popularity. We have 66 points. You get 1 point a day. Let's see. Who has decent communism? Like Yugoslavia does, but they're probably going to be dragged into World War II a little bit too quickly. Belgium, Portugal. I know some of these guys. No, they're fascist. So they're not going to help us at all. Like Argentina, it's 0.25. That's actually kind of expensive, isn't it? British Raj. They're already communist. I guess we kind of just boosted in 0.1%. So we're basically doing nothing at all. It's actually decreasing still, so cancel that. That's not going to help anybody. Especially not us. How about you? 0.1. 0.2? Like, in Argentina it was like 0.13. Oh, democratic. Oh, is that why it was going so bad? Okay. Well, that actually makes a lot of sense. When we turn communist, yeah, it makes sense. We can't influence other nations to become communist while we're still a democracy. I mean, I get that. Yearly change. Yeah, 'cause it's already being cut down by a third, which is pretty bad. Army effort, like, these stuffs are, like, they're nice to have, but we just don't have any factories, so industrial effort is just outright needed. 7 days, 6. So we'll have one more civilian factory, because right now, is that going down to just one factory? 22nd of September. If I put this down, okay, so that doesn't actually get rid of the progress, which is good. Get another civilian factory. 2. March of 38. Fantastic. So we got level 1 artillery. I mean, we can't really do anything with them right now, but at least it's nice to have. Let's get factory outpost 10%. Retention. I feel like this one's just better anyway. So let's go to disperse. I think I feel like it's just better. Yeah, so this is now going to be done. Like, how much points? It's 7,200 against 36. So yeah, it is quite expensive. I wish we weren't giving anybody consumer goods. That would help us out. Construction 2, so that's getting our construction speed up again. But this one's useless. Repair speed, I mean, it's not useless, but it's just not going to help us at all. So it might as well be useless. Machine tools, production efficiency cap doesn't matter because we're not really building anything at the moment. And I think just getting better fighters right away. I mean, even though we're not going to be building any planes anytime soon, at some point we're going to want to have planes. There we go, we're already up to 9 factories. So we are getting some factories from trade. But not nearly as much as I thought we would. One in 4. We have 7 factories for use to produce super good. I mean, we're getting some metal. We're importing. We have 5 steel just kind of hanging around doing nothing right now. That's fine. We're getting 4 rifles a day. I mean, we need, you know, 5,100. So we're not doing like super hot. Okay, so we can't really do anything here. But invade was worthless because we don't have an army right now. So how about land doctrine? Just anything to make the buildings go faster, basically. 10% more resources might mean that we can trade more away so that we can get more factories? Maybe? Civilian economy? Yeah, we just can't move off of this yet. So we just save up our points. We'll save up our points to become communist and then, you know, go into like war economy or do whatever just to make sure that we can build things fast. Construction effort 2 is almost done. beginning to go for infrastructure straight into construction number 3, and I think that probably still makes more sense than going for more military factories. So let us get that started. And now it's going at construction is P. Okay. Now it's 4, so it's going to be done in 20 seconds. So still almost a year from now. Like, it's crazy how long this is going to take. But I do think that this is going to be a good time to end this first video. So if you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.